Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I am Wilson Cordova. In this opportunity, I'm going to be talking about the food trends. First of all, I'm going to talk about economic conditions. In this point, I think that they have some advantages and disadvantages for economic financial because right now, because of the women and men uh, get jobs, so they have the enough amount of money to buy food or to prepare special meals. And uh, about the if it is cheaper or expensive, I think that when you prepare your own food in your home, this this part is very economic because you can buy different kind of products to prepare a special food for everybody, for a group of members of the family. But if you go to the restaurant, this can result so expensive because for each person, for each member of your family, you have to pay a certain amount of money. So it's cheaper to prepare the food in the house than to eat in a restaurant. The second point is in this for this topic is the ways that the food is transported. I think that uh, the main problem in this part is is because of of we don't have enough streets with enough ways to transport food, especially for the villages because they are located far away from the big cities. In this part of these cities, in this town, small town, there is no uh, good conditions to transport. So for that reason, they when they go to the store to buy their food, they cannot find the freshly products. Maybe this kind of way to eat they can affect in the health in their health. So this is the problem. On the contrary, in the big cities, in the central cities, I think that there is no this kind of problem because they can have enough freshly way the products that they need to prepare the food. The third point is the scientific research. For this point, I can say that uh, this this also can have advantages and disadvantages because as a advantage, I think that uh, uh, earlier researchers have invented some chemicals to grow up in a faster way different products, different animals to be prepared to be eaten for the human beings. So, but the disadvantage in this point is that maybe the lack of ethical and these researchers maybe can cause serious problems for the people, for the health of the people, because many of them are interested in economic incomes, so they can misuse the chemicals, they can misuse their knowledge, and they can produce serious diseases and the people around the world. And talking about the advantages, if they use in a good way there's a invent, they can help the people who are very poor, especially uh, as I can see uh, that there is too many needs in Africa because they don't have the enough food to eat. So they can, if they use in a positive way, they can help this kind of people because they can increase the amount of food to transport to this kind of to this part of the world to help to feed the people who live there. And this is in this point. The other point is the advertising. I think that advertising also have the positive and negative points. Talking about the positive, I can say that the ads can help to people to see to know about the products, about the different products which are in the shops. But the negative point in this about the advertising is that not in every product are indicated if this is uh, if this is healthy or unhealthy product because uh, previously some years ago we cannot find we couldn't find any kind of explanation about if this product has too much salt, too much sugar. So if we don't know the ingredients that have the product, we can buy this product and we can cause ourselves many diseases such as cancer or diabetes. And these are this kind of diseases right now is very common among the people here in this world. And the other points is the cultures. Uh, I think that talking about here about this country which is Ecuador, I think that the culture maybe can be affected for the abroad cultures because for the people who because here uh, is is living foreign people and they can bring with them their own way to prepare food. So and we can fix this kind of way to prepare the food. Uh, and this maybe it's a kind of positive thing because if we prepare mixing abroad ingredients with our ingredients which have here in Ecuador, we can maybe can find a new product. And is worth mentioning that here in Ecuador we have three regions which are highland and coast region and Amazon region. In each region we have our own foods. For example, the common food in highland is the fritada. The other is the maybe the guinea pig, which I consider is a delicious meal. And for example, talking about the highland, we have the in this kind in this part of the Ecuador, we have the especially seafood, and also is a delicious food. And the Amazon region, we have especially the ayampacos, which is very common in this part of region. And finally, we have the changes in workforce. I think that we have that there is a advantage and also there is an disadvantage. Talking about the advantage, I can say that economically talking, I can say that they can have the a certain amount of money, which maybe is enough to live in a good level of social level. And in talking about the disadvantage, I think that it can affect to the whole family, to the group of family, because if the men and women are working, they don't have time to prepare the food in the house, so they are obligated to eat in a restaurant. Maybe if in the positive point here is that if they have the enough money, it's they can go to the maybe a good restaurant and to eat, to enjoy the food that they want. This is, I think that this is the positive thing in this point. So uh, this is the all the comments, all the criteria, the ideas that I have for this topic, and I hope this is useful for everybody. So see you next video. Thank you very much.